This one is called Stepfather of Six, Not the Father. All right? But we're going to find out if it is his child or if it's not his child. But first, we're going to go through the history of this guy being beta. Let's get to it.
Mr. Jones, you and your mother are co-plaintiffs who have brought the defendant, Ms. Mylan, to court to prove her 3-month-old son, Quanil Jr., is not your biological child. You claim you took Ms. Mylan and her other 6 kids into your home, and now she's trying to take you for a ride by claiming this baby is yours.
Yes, Your Honor.
Ms. Mylan, though you do admit to cheating on Mr. Jones with another man, you say you're unsure if you were already pregnant when you cheated.
All right, let's stop it right here. What is there to understand? All right, for one, his beta male trait. All right, he cared enough to take in all 6 of her kids, dating an older woman. All right, she moved in with him and she still cheated while she was with him. All right, that's what the whole entire court discussion is about. It's about he don't trust that it's his child because she cheated on him with the guy that she is with right now. So there's another fool who is willing to take her in after the fact and her 6 kids.
Then how'd this relationship begin?
We started off, we were just friends. I'll go outside, smoke, he'll play with the boys, you know, my 6 other boys. Eventually they got them up.
So he became close with the kid, he would play with the kids?
Yeah, he became real close.
And did you enjoy that interaction, having someone there, a father figure for your children?
Yeah, I did. I didn't take it, you know, serious at the time. I was with my ex at the time. So.
Oh, you were? You were still with your ex?
Yeah, so that's when I kind of, you know, leaned back off of Mr. Jones.
All right. Okay, what's there to understand? When he met her and she had 6 kids, she was already living with another man. All right? When her, Mr. Jones, the black dude, and the woman met, she was already living with another man. On top of that, he started to get along with her kids. All right? What did that do? That made him a sucker. When she sees like, all right, he's already vulnerable with the kids. He's already attached. It's easier for her to manipulate. And that's typically how women with a lot of kids manipulate. They find the guys that get attached to the kids real early because those guys have a void in their life without a father being there. And this is what a lot of men face, especially black men. This is why a lot of black men end up with baby mamas. It's because you understand her pain by watching your own mom. You know what it felt like for you to grow up without a father. You know what it felt like to go through that. So when you come across another child that does not have a father in his life, you relate to it, all right? When you relate to it, that's a form of trauma bonding, all right? You got 2 type of ways that people trauma bond. One way, that's where you have 2 people that are going through the same type of situations in their life, and they're bonded together through some type of trauma. He's traumatized because his father wasn't there. The kids are traumatized because they don't have a father at all. So they have a connection. Another form of trauma bonding is when you're in a dysfunctional, abusive relationship and you guys can't separate from each other. That's another form of trauma bonding. You'll typically see that in couples that argue all the time, right? But they never break up. It's because they're trauma bonding. A lot of black men and a lot of men that are raised from single mother homes have a trauma bonding mindset. This is what this is why you're attracted to baby mamas. This is why when you introduce a baby mama and her children and you're around them, you kind of like, you want to help them out. And the reason why you want to help them out, because it's a void that you knew that you missed when you was growing up. So when you look at the guy and how fast he got attached to the kids, it's because he doesn't have a father in his life. You know what I'm saying? Him being attached to the kids, he didn't even see it coming. He didn't even look at the fact that she had a man. He was just attached to the kids and he started to like her. Let's go in.
So, Mr. Jones, you thought this was just what?
I feel like once I approached her, you know what I'm saying, I tried to make her my lady, she chose her ex over me.
You felt like you were runner-up.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Cause I came to her and I came to her like a man. I was like, I like you and I'm feeling you or whatever like that, so we can make something happen.
Once I started sleeping with Mr. Jones, I was no longer sleeping with my ex.
Okay, what's the understand here? Mr. BOA. Hold on, I forgot I didn't even get, there he goes. Big shout outs, bro. And salute, brother. This guy's self-esteem is Lord in the devil's backyard. The dysfunction of her mental capacity is nuts. The apocalypse now. Peace, chat. Big shout outs to Booker Alpha Romney. Everybody go over there and subscribe to his channel. He does have a good channel. I've been watching his lives late night. He has a live broadcast late night at 11:30. It seems to be that's the time. Everyone go over there and check it out. All right, back to this subject. What is there to learn about this situation? Okay. He made her choose between the other guy and him. Big simp move. Because she was already with another guy who was taking care of the 6 kids, and he wanted to take the load onto himself because he was attached to the kids. And I'm pretty sure, trust me, a woman with 6 kids knows how to have sex. You got a young guy, you got an experienced sexual woman, and then he has a connection with her kids. It's a match made in heaven for a young man. He got somebody to hang out with, and she got somebody that she know how to put it on him, and he ain't going nowhere, at least she thought. Let's get back to it.
Judge, it was at a point where they had got to the point where they were serious to the point enough for her and her kids didn't have anywhere to go. So I offered for her and her kids to come to my house. That's how I thought that they were in a relationship with.
So you thought they were in a relationship?
Yeah,
because when she and her children didn't have anywhere to go, you said they could come and stay with you.
Yes, ma'am.
We was then in a relationship,
yeah.
When they came and stayed.
So now,
she ended up going through my phone or whatever like that, and she seen that I ended up conversating with my ex, so they started an argument. So,
all right, let's stop it right there. What is there to learn? He started talking to his ex-girlfriend after she moved in with him. You know why? Because she changed. She captured him. He's a young guy. He got captured. Then when he got put around all them kids, he became very stressed out because he realized he a young man that took on too much responsibility. You thought the kids were going to be your homeboys, but the kids turning out to be a responsibility. And then you have her putting the pressure on him because she has 6 mouths to feed. All right, let's understand that.
Mr. Jones, you took your one girlfriend and her kids, moved them into your mother's house, and then went with your ex.
Yes, pretty much. That's what
yes,
he did.
Your Honor.
And by him leaving, I was like, okay, why am I doing this and you're not even here? And my reason for doing it was for you.
Yeah.
Right. And so you say she's trying to trap your son.
All right. He starts dating his ex, right? He started dating his ex while he's living in the house with a woman with 6 kids, right? This is what's going on. He has a relationship with his ex, and then he has a relationship with a woman with 6 kids. All right. The reason why I'm pointing this out is because this is confusion. This is heartbroken man. This is beta at its fullest. He has female traits as well. When you're broke and you're beta and you're weak as a man like that, your emotions are going to shift you all over the place. That's what happens with women. Women start living their life based off emotions, so they only do things that feel good. When you become so beta like him and you become so broken as a man, you start to think just like a woman. So you start to live life based off your emotions. It felt good to have those kids come in. He felt like a savior, but it didn't feel good when he was forced to be an adult That's why he went back to the ex, because he wanted to feel like a little boy again. Shift of the emotions. Remember, beta males' emotions shift just like women's.
So get to the pregnancy part.
Okay.
Like I had sex with my ex or whatever like that. So she was like, it's a possibility it could have been him too.
So she tells you.
She tells
right
me
off
being
the bat.
honest, right off the
It
bat.
could be
She was
yours.
straightforward.
It could be his. So you were there participating like the father. Did you sign the birth certificate?
No, I told him
No,
not to.
I didn't sign anything because I wanted the DNA test first.
Well, that was smart. So did you ever tell the ex that he potentially could be the father too?
I told him first.
All right. Now we're about to come down. She told the ex as well that he could be the father, because when the other guy, when Mr. Johnson started messing with his ex-girlfriend, she started messing with a whole nother guy. Why? She was still living with his mom and 6 kids in the house. All right. She told both men that she was pregnant. Right? So both men at this point know that they're pregnant. But he's still over there playing father. Right? Lots of confusion. Let's see the result.
This court, Mr. Jones, you are not the father. I'm sorry. I hope you will find comfort in knowing that you did the right thing.
All right. I want everyone to pay attention to that. That part right there. The judge told him that he did the right thing by stepping up, being a man. He did. But that's what women do to betas. The woman that don't want you is the woman that's going to manipulate you to have other women hurt you. The woman that ain't dating you and have no sexual connection to you is the woman that keeps you beta. They keep telling you, the right girl's going to come in your life. Just keep being a gentleman. You're a nice guy. But these are the type of men that get used and abused. Women are always teaching men how to get hurt. And the man that's not taught how to get hurt is the one that always wins. All right? This is a situation that a lot of men go through this, where you see a void, you try to fill it, you want to be with a single mother with, you're never, that's never going to be your castle. Them kids are never going to love you. She's never going to respect you to the fullest. You're never going to be the leader. That's the downfall about being with a single mom, is that when you have another man or other men that are attached to children, children know that. So they don't give their power to any man. And that's what a lot of guys face whenever you start dating single moms. You set yourself up to get hurt in the long run. All right?